Hi again, you in the room, and hi to all those who will be watching this later. So I was about to start by doing a round of open questions, just to give you an overview. We have in the room camp builders, and yes, I will do a tour of the sites. I just hope the connection will be okay, and I will need to switch to my phone. But you can also already, this is the site. So, but I want to start with a round of questions from people. So we have here Krista, who is thinking about doing a camp and is looking for coordinators and co-leads to support her. I believe, Otman, I think you're more or less in the same space where you have committed to build a camp, but you would like support from a coordinator to bring people around.
Yes.
Guru and Claudia. Guru is full on, his tickets are live, he's ready, he just needs to invite people and we need to do marketing together. Claudia, we have your commit video, and I think we're waiting for you to communicate your ticket pricing, if I'm not mistaken. And Keegan, I believe you're in the same space as Claudia. So we have your commitment video, you're officially a camp on the website, but we're waiting for your ticket pricing. So with all this, I think this is actually a very nice image of the 3 steps to build a camp. I have put in the chat a couple minutes ago a link to the new website that we launched a couple of weeks ago. This is also for all those who are watching. I know there's a lot of noise and a lot of information flying around, so you may have missed this, but we spent a lot of time and put a lot of love into creating a whole website just for you camp builders that really outlines the whole process and where all the useful links and the useful information is compiled. So hopefully you should be able to use this as a guide throughout the process. And the hope is that with the website and Victor and myself, you should be fine and the process should be fairly straightforward. So that's the first thing. The second announcement that is a detail, but not that I wanted to make in case you have missed it already, is that we have created a shared calendar for camp builders specifically, which means that you don't have to accept the Nest meetings anymore. You can just subscribe to the calendar and you will see in this calendar all those meetings that are just for you guys. They're not open to the public. There are the Nest meetings, the council of the gathering spaces, and we may add more as time goes by as well. So if you can subscribe to the calendar, this is a super nice way to stay up to date and to not get lost in the information. The last thing I want to say is that the official deadline to sign up as a camp is the 1st of June, which is in a couple of days. We do still have spaces available for camps. So, Victor, I'm looking at you, but we will probably give a 2-week grace period to give time to those people who have communicated that they were interested to come back to us and commit. However, the intention is very much to get going. We really need to get started with ticket sales, with inviting people. Also, in terms of timelines, people are quite busy, so it's nice to really make sure that they block the dates in their calendars now. So, yeah. Sorry. That's it from me, I think, on the main updates. Victor, anything very important that I'm missing?
We are really going to close the camp signups early June. So any friends that you might have that might want to sign up and do a camp, please tell them, pull them in. Yeah, and it's exciting. Yes, and there's a Camp Builders Telegram group with topics for the different
Yes.
things. Did we mention that?
No, thank you.
So
That was the third one. Yeah, great.
yeah, and we know for some of you, you don't normally use Telegram, but it's this kind of messy world that we live in. Any network that we choose, some people will be unhappy with. So Telegram is, hopefully it's good enough.
Yeah. And if you're not in that group, please raise your hand because we're already having a lot of live, really interesting conversations around how we will co-create the space. There's a whole thread just on topics. So camps are starting to understand who will bring what, how can they collaborate. So it's a nice one to be in. All right, enough talking from us. I just want to open to a round of questions and then I do want to leave some time for those who are interested to come with me around the land. I don't think I'll be able to show you the whole thing because it's big, and also the internet connection is not great in some parts, but I want to show you at least the surrounding area here. All right, open space. Anyone, please jump in.
I'm not sure if I'm a part of the Camp Builders Telegram group. Is it the same one named Community Gathering of Tribes, or is that a different one?
No, it's a different one that's really just for camp builders. Thank you. I will add you now, Photo. I think I tried and I couldn't, but I will try again. Yeah.
Okay.
Could you please add me too as well?
Yes.
I'll share the link here in the chat just a second.
Okay. That's it? Everyone else is clear on everything? Yeah, Krista.
I have a super basic question. I have been trying to find information on the net and in the email that you sent for this Zoom, but somehow I'm not getting to the detailed information. So what I'd like to know is we will have a space on the land. When we arrive, we will probably talk about it, which part, or already on the map we can choose. And then we can build it the way we want, rent a tent from you. And yeah, I would like to know what we can rent and what is available there and how much we have to put, or where I can find this information.
Yeah, thank you, Krista. That's a very important question. So I'm putting in the chat the link to this Camp Builders website, and I just want to share my screen quickly. Not all the information is there, but quite a big chunk of it. So if you go in this website, the Camp Builders website, and you click on location, or you just scroll down all the way, there is some details about the land here. And in this slide, there is more details about what's available on the land. So really the infrastructure that is there, toilets, showers, so on and so forth. And then if you keep scrolling down, there's again more details on the accommodation that you can rent and for what price. Camping is included, right? And what you can rent out in terms of tents. I will say I have really changed my mind about what is needed to make a camp since I arrived here last week. There's a lot of shade. It's a forest. So there's basically shade everywhere, except in the main stage area. So yeah, that's the key thing. I have started taking videos of the whole land and doing tours, and I will post more of those in the Camp Builders Telegram group. I will add you, Krista, also. But those videos give you a really good idea of like what it is like, and I'm taking the videos at noon when the sun is at the maximum. So this will give you a better idea, I think, of the space and what is needed. To be honest, in terms of workshops, I think actually if you can bring just carpets or something to be comfortable on the ground, on the grass, this is actually probably sufficient and great because you're already under the cover of the trees. So that's the first thing. The second thing around the zoning and the mapping of the land, this has started. It's a process now. The way we're going about it is that all the camps, once I have the commitment video from you guys, I will reach out to you if I haven't already, and I will ask you how many people you plan to have in your camp approximately. You would know that number because you would have needed to figure it out when you made your budgets anyway, right? It's not that if you tell me 20, it's okay if you actually bring 15 or if you bring 30, but I need to have an approximate ID because then I will make a categorization of all the camps. So like the council camp is a medium camp with 20 people, co-partner is a large camp, Regenescence is a very large camp with 100 people, so on and so forth. And then based on this, I will allocate zones on the land. I know this feels maybe a bit top down. It has to be a little bit top down. When I say allocate, I will make suggestions about where you probably should be, given I have been on the land and I have a good idea of how the space is. If there is something that really doesn't work with the location I suggest it to you, we can talk and we can switch things around to a certain extent. So that's how it will work. And then Krista, the idea is that the gathering is from the 11th until the 15th of September, but we will have 5 days of building beforehand, where you're invited to come if you want. You don't have to. But I'm imagining that the build will have between 50 and 60 people, probably mostly camp leaders and camp builders. And during the build, we will basically specifically allocate the spaces to the camp. We will put little signs so that when people arrive, you're like, okay, there will be a map of the land, obviously, and people will know that co-partner up is behind the house on the left side, and so on and so forth. So that's how it will work. I'm using the best of my time until I leave the land, so in the next 2 days, to come up with a first rough draft of this mapping, which I plan to share in the next Nest meeting. And then we will take it from there. Yeah. Is that clear? Does that make sense? Cool. Yeah. So just so you know, and also for those who are watching, there was a lot of discussions about in the past couple of weeks around tents and tent rentals and so on. And to be honest, since I arrived on the land, I got really reassured about this. It's super shaded and it's very beautiful. So honestly, mostly something about to make sure that you can sit on the ground and some decorations, and that's it. You do need to think about lights if you do want to have activities at night. A bunch of fairy lights are great. If you can have a solar system, it's better. I will also, when we do the zoning, I will confirm which camps can have electricity and which camps won't have electricity. I can't guarantee that everyone will have electricity. The land is 6 hectares. Electricity is not running throughout the whole thing. And we will probably have to prioritize the very large camps that will have more infrastructure for this. Yeah, but yeah, for the night, given there will be central spaces and again the large camps, I think for the small camps, some battery powered lights or solar powered lights should be fine and very good. So that's where we are with the mapping. Yeah, Krista.
I imagine that we have to prepare for rain as well, right? Not necessarily in Alentejo, but in the north of Portugal, it can happen.
Yes, it can happen. In September, it shouldn't.
Okay.
Victor and I have a little ritual every single night. We pray for no rain. I think if we do that for 3 more months, we will be fine. But so we should prepare for rain. I will say though that so there will be a lot of glamping tents, which is great. We can chair and cuddle in them if it rains, but mostly there is a main central space where you won't fit 700 people, but I don't know if you can see. It's very huge, big. It used to be a wedding hall. So there is quite some spaces on the land that have, that can be used to be protected from the rain. So I think between the house, the glamping tents, and the couple of tents that will be there is a few large camps that are renting tents. We should be fine. Yeah.
Thank you. I have one more question about the deadlines. So you said 1st of June, Victor mentioned very beginning of June. Shall I just be in touch with you and make sure that you know if we are coming or not?
Yeah. Yeah,
And
please.
we can have a few
Yeah.
more days.
Exactly. Yeah, that's how it works. The deadline is there because it's we need it because of our roadmap. But we still have spaces, right? So yeah. There is one thing I will say though. I want to remind everyone very kindly that we do have limited tickets. We're maxing out the capacity of this venue. the maximum capacity will be between 600 and 700 people total on the land, which means that I really encourage people, if you can, to start selling tickets as soon as possible, because obviously if one camps early and gets all their tickets, which means that less tickets are available for other camps, this is really out of our control, and we did everything we could to get this moving. So yeah. Yeah. And the point with this is we don't know when we will sell out. Obviously the earlier the better. Let's see. But yeah, for now we don't know. What I will do though is that probably from June onwards, I will keep you guys, all camp leaders, updated. So as soon as you start selling tickets, you will receive a ticket sales report from me on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. I've already started doing this with other camps. This is also so that you can then reach out to the people who bought a ticket into your camp and so on and so forth. But I will also start sending out reports to all the camp leaders, sorry, the camp catalysts, this is your new name, with the total number of tickets sold. I don't know if I'll do it per camp or not, but just to give you all an idea of how it's going and how we need to collectively adjust. The objective obviously being that there is the highest diversity in the space. Yeah.
I wanted to ask about the collective imagination practice community, because you had that included in the linked kind of organizations. So that was really interesting to me because I felt like it was really kind of aligned with what I want to create.
Yeah, so this is something that was really interesting. Victor, I think, found this. Are we talking about the grant program?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, I think Victor, someone found this, and we thought it would be perfect, really perfect for the camps. So the invitation is for you to apply to this grant. For all those who are watching, by the way, I will put the link in the YouTube description of this grant. But we highly encourage you all to apply for this grant. I think the maximum value of the grant is 3,000 euros, if I'm not mistaken, which is really nice. Funding, the application process is super simple. I already copied it in a Google Doc. This is what you may have seen. That is in the Camp Builders folder. And yeah, it looks very aligned. So I don't remember what the deadlines are. I don't know if you have them in mind, Keegan, but you should apply. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they did one round of applications and then the next one will be in July.
In July. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. The context for this is that we decided as the gathering that we wouldn't be taking sponsorships this year. The idea that we want to push everything to the camps. The camps are doing well. Ultimately, we will be doing well. We don't have the capacity to support you in the actual grant writing process. However, if you want to write the grant and then share it with us to have a very diagonal check and maybe add some ideas, I can definitely do that. I would be happy to support in that way.
So
Does that
is
make sense?
Yeah. And I just wanted to ask if that would be something that's available to like anyone worldwide.
I think so. I think it is. I don't know what is the volume of applications that they get, but I think it's really international. I need to check it again. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah, collective imagination practice community. I'll put the link in the chat now. Just Claudia, Guru, I mean all of you, Otman. Yeah, this would be great, I think, for all of you. Yeah, so it is 3,000 euros per application, and the overall theme is to grow and deepen the field of collective imagination practice, which is basically what we're doing. So yeah.
I have a question, though. For me, I'm going to need table and for presentation, you know. So for to write and because yeah, there will be a lot of documents, not just speaking in my camp.
Then
Is it
I can.
practical to bring tables where people can sit? Yes.
There is, I'm just about, when we're done with the questions, I'll take my phone and I'll give you a little tour of around. There is
Yeah.
quite a lot of stone tables and benches, and we could put
Yes.
your camp around one of those. Those were going to be, this general space is, most of it is going to be public space that anyone can use at any time, but it's really big. So some of it can definitely be a garden generator, and we can block one of the tables or two for you if that works.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you go through very complex issues, that such what my camp is all about. You need concentration, so you don't need not the whole day, but just for the period of the discussion and presentation, and you need the people to be 100% concentrated. So like in such open space, it's gonna be difficult.
Okay.
But like you have said, such benches would be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yes, and not in the middle of music. So
Yeah.
yeah, because I'm just thinking about splitting the day into three parts or two parts. So like 3-4 hours, just hardcore presentation and engineering, and the rest other things. Yeah,
Okay.
community stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I think we can figure out a table. I'm sure someone can bring it or we can find one here. Let's see. There will be a space on the land that will be called the quiet space, which will be the quiet space. There is a few camps that have requested to be in a space that's away from the music. Amanitas will be there. So then yeah, then I guess the table is the easy part. It's more about keeping you away from the sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can do that.
Thanks.
Yeah. What about you, Claudia? I'm curious. How do you envisage your camp? Do you know more or less how many people? Do you want to artstorm a little bit the space? I haven't heard from you yet.
Yeah, I would love to. And well, we are planning to have around 30 people
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah.
And we were considering, I just wanted to ask you in relation to workshops, because we are thinking of inviting different facilitators, but offering them the opportunity to have a reduced price while also selling their own tickets separately from our own. So imagine a facilitator is coming to facilitate workshop A, and they decide, okay, I want to make a ticket for this for 50 euros per person. And so
Yeah.
both us in our community, but others from other tribes can also join that workshop by paying that ticket. Would that be possible, or should be all included in the main ticket we are going to sell?
Right. So I hear two questions, and correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I knew you were gonna jump in. Go for it, Victor.
No, I mean, finish your thought. I put my hand up. Come on, I didn't interrupt you.
Okay. So I hear two questions. The first one is you can have X number of different ticket prices for your camp. So for example, Eternita has a reduced ticket price, which is basically the Take Zero. It's just our festival price for the camp builders, meaning the people that are going to arrive 5 days before and will actually build the camp. And then they have another ticket price for the people who are co-creating the activities. Some camps have 5 or 6 ticket prices. Obviously, that's more hassle for us. So I don't encourage you to do that, but that's one thing. So if you wanted a reduced ticket price for those facilitators, that's possible. And then the second question I hear is, can you sell during the event? which is we have decided to not have any rule or any constraints about this year. So it's entirely up to you and to everyone else. If people want to do things on donation, if people want to sell things, they can. We will not look into it. We definitely won't ask for a cut or anything. You can do what you want. You then obviously need to figure out the how of this, how you'll actually connect the money and so on. But we've decided to not constrain it at all. Yeah, Victor, is that aligned?
Yeah, it's exactly that. I would add even more. The gathering is an experiment, so we invite everybody to play and see. There will be a lot of things happening. So yeah, but definitely let's see. And experiment. Let's see what kind of formats, paid, unpaid, make sense. So we definitely encourage and warmly invite experimentation. We will spread your invitation to all of the participants as far as wide as we can, but we do not guarantee any results. All we promise is that we will do our best to make sure everybody knows about everybody's offer.
Okay, thank you. So for these separate workshops, I mean optional ones, we can sell them through our own landing page, because we are planning to create a separate landing page for that. Or if it's on donations, also create that system from there, or if it's free, I mean, just to collect the signups. Okay, cool. And got another question related to, I forgot now.
You could
Yeah, there
also
was another
have,
question.
I don't know if that's helpful. I don't want to complicate things, but you could have a QR code at the event that people scan and they pay on site also, if that's easier for them. I don't want to add complications to the thing, but just an idea. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and second question was related to the spreading out the word. Should we coordinate that, or should we start announcing as soon as we're ready? How does it work?
The big question. So we have our intention is to have a system where the communication is also regenerative and therefore co-created. So the idea is that we collaborate on the communications. So what we commit to doing is once your tickets are live, we will do at least 2 posts where we will push your tickets. So on LinkedIn and on our Instagram and probably on our newsletter, we will have co-partner tickets are live. This is the link. Go get your tickets now. This is what our camp offers, and so on and so forth. And then a second push probably later on. That's what we can commit to. The idea is that we can add you as a collaborator on Instagram to this post. If you're on Instagram, we will obviously tag you on LinkedIn and so on and so forth. And then we also commit to reposting everything that you're doing around the event. This is as structured as it has gotten right now. I think there's room for improvement on this, but this level of collaboration, meaning very little coordination, otherwise no one has time, but collaboration in that we push one another's communications and you spread to your network as we do to ours. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds great. Yeah, and the you previously mentioned that there is a calendar we should subscribe. I guess I already is the one that you, Victor, sent me by email, or is someone else?
Yeah, sorry, go Victor.
I added you to this event, not the calendar. I haven't been sharing the calendar.
Yeah, the calendar is a new thing. I need to take a picture. The calendar, Claudia was in the email. I don't know if you received it that I sent 2 days ago to the camp builders. I'll drop it to you again. I'll email you again.
Thank you.
Yeah. But sorry, on communications, okay. Sorry, Guru, you didn't get the land tour. I'll send you videos on Telegram, okay? I'll take videos and send you the whole thing. Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao. Yeah, on communications, Claudia, on the Camp Builders website, I can also resend you the links, but there is a link to design templates. So there's a link that gives you access to a shared Canva document with, I don't remember, between 5 and 10 free designs, camp announcement, tickets are live. I don't even remember what I did, but a bunch of them basically. You don't have to use them, obviously, if you already have your comms, but you can very easily just put your logo onto there, download it and post it, and it's done for you, basically. So
Cool.
they're there for you to use if you want to.
Okay, thank you.
That's amazing.
Yeah, one thing, sorry, just for Audrey, because I noticed I'm still at the first stage in the ticket stage, and there is one video that is not linked to the topic. So it's the one about the budget template. It's sending to another video. So just to,
Okay, thank you. Let me check on the website, yes? My
yes.
bad. There was a lot of links. I missed a few. I'll
Yeah,
have
I
a
got,
now.
I,
Yeah.
I just saw it late.
Okay. It's the one for the budget template. Wow, that's a very
Yeah,
important one. That is not good. I'll update it right now.
I just saw
Thank
this.
you for flagging that.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
And Claudia, if you need any support for the on the budget, feel free to drop me a line on the Telegram group, and I'm super happy to jump on a 20-minute call with you to finalize it.
Oh yeah, it will be
That's no
fantastic.
problem
Yeah,
at all. Yeah, we can do that
thank you.
whenever. I'll put my calendar in the chat.
Also, isn't there a budget name, or do I remember wrong?
Sorry, I think my connection lagged for a second. Can you repeat?
I seem to remember you made a video explaining the budget.
I did.
If I remember incorrectly.
No,
That would
no,
be a
you're
great
right.
one to share, I think.
Mhm.
And if we could ask everybody to watch that, and then we're happy to explain to you after that.
Yeah. What's going on? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I thought I had disconnected. Okay, I fixed the link, Claudia. It should be fine now. Yeah. And I'm gonna put it back in the chat also. So you have it. Here you go. And in the same page, you have the, what did I do? I did a tutorial, I think, on how to use the budget, which is linked, and a Q&A on general ticket price, like how do you define your ticket price as a camp and what does it mean? So feel free to have a look at this as well. Keegan, am I right in thinking you had a question?
Yeah, I didn't say anything, but I was wondering about just the possibilities around construction there, like if we had bamboo available or something like that to build structures.
Yeah, thank you for that question. So for everything around structures, the best is that you basically communicate to me what your plan would be. I want to build a, I don't know, a gate or a pyramid or whatever, the dimensions more or less and the type of materials that you would need for this. And then I will need to liaise with the team here to check whether they have materials available. One thing that's really important to know is whether you would like the structure to be permanent or if you want, or if it's just for the festival. If it's permanent, then it can be interesting to work with the venue here to see what do they need and what do they want and to align in that way. If it's impermanent, it's more around feasibility, basically. Yeah. And I don't think they have bamboo in this region. I haven't seen any construction in bamboo around here. They do have wood suppliers around that you can buy wood from, so that's possible.
So something, we don't have bamboo in Portugal outside of exotic places, but we have an unlimited supply of Kanash, Indian cane. And there is a amazing group called Caña Viva. I'll send the link, that create incredible structures out of that. At first glance, it looks a little bit like bamboo. It doesn't grow as thick as and sturdy, but for festival construction, it's really cool, and it grows like a weed everywhere. So you can get an unlimited supply with people being helpful for you for cutting the crap out.
Great. Sounds wonderful.
I'll take you around the land. So they're actually organizing somewhere, which is a small burn. So there's 60 people on the land right now building. I can walk around and send you photos in the Camp Builders group, so you have an idea of the type of art that they create on the lands and what's possible. Yeah. So Keegan, what's your plan? I'm very curious. So you're gonna come from the States just for the event, or you plan to stay in Europe a bit longer? Who are you gonna invite? Yeah.
I'm flying there on the 3rd. I'm planning to go to volunteer at the Damanhur festival that they're having in Italy. So that starts on the 6th. And yeah, hopefully stay there through the summer. But yeah, I haven't planned it all out. Yeah, I like the idea of talking to the people at the garden about if there's a permanent construction that could happen that I could help with. That would be an interesting synergy for the camp.
Yeah, I can put you in touch with them. I think, yeah, we can take this offline, but yeah, that's great. Otman, do you need a camp coordinator? How can we help you? What support do you need? Your invitation looks amazing. For reference, everyone, Otman wrote this full invitation to his camp, which is really cool. I don't even know if it's live on the website yet, but if not, it should be.
I don't think so. I haven't done the video yet. Yeah.
What?
Yes, sorry,
I'm
I didn't have
joking.
time the last 2 days, but I just wanted to write something good and put a lot of thoughts into it because of yeah, it's not that simple to. I'm not living there, so I have to move between different countries, and I'm planning to move back to Germany in October. So a lot of a mess around. So I have to coordinate a lot of things.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I will definitely need some information. This I have many questions have been solved now
Right.
through this video. So improvements going on. Yeah.
Right.
Thanks.
Slowly but surely. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, Claudia.
Yeah, I would love to learn more about the camp that, I mean, I already listened a few things, but I would love to learn more because I have one person in mind and maybe can become the coordinator. It's an engineer based in Spain and is also into these topics. So maybe he will be interested in joining you. It's part of the EcoPartner Up network, but I guess he will be open to join other tribes as well.
Yeah, great. I'm really open to everybody. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Look forward to your video then.
Yeah, great. I love it. Thank you, Claudia. This is great incentive. If you do the video, you get a great coordinator from Claudia. Amazing. All right,
It all
beautiful
starts with
humans.
the video.
Yeah. If there's no more, I mean, you can keep asking questions, but what I suggest is that I will try to connect to the Zoom from my phone. And you can keep asking questions while I walk around the lands until the connection drops. But I will try so that you can get a sense. And again, join the Camp Builders Telegram group and you can see all the videos there as well. But I did promise a land tour, so I will give it a
If I
go.
could just
And I guess maybe since you're recording, Audrey, leave your computer, right?
That was what I was, yeah, I'm trying to do that, but
Amazing 21st century. You guys are all too young. I remember when it cost many, many euros a minute to call internationally. When I grew up, some old man stories as we're waiting. In the 1970s in Poland, to call internationally, you called the operator, you made a reservation, and they told you maybe at this hour we will connect you, and you sat by your phone for an hour or two, hoping that you'd be lucky enough that they connect you for a phone call to America.
This is crazy.
If I could just fill in quickly a little bit more detail about the plan. She's asking, I'm looking to create a space that's like cultural exchange around movement arts. So if anyone knows people that facilitate any type of movement art, whether it's dance or martial arts or embodied movement.
Uri from Bama Maps, they do this, what is it, social presencing theater? I think it's got some movement. But yeah, I mean, I think this is where the Camp Builders Telegram is for. When you put out the invitation, I can guarantee you that lots of people will raise their hand.
Great. Okay.
And there's also Camp Contact that's coming whenever they manage to get their commit video done. And they also do a lot of that.
Awesome. Thank you.
And there's amazing artists here, including this awesome immersive theater humans that would love to join, I think. They're based in Portugal. They've just spent a year developing this whole experience, co-created experience where they break the wall with the public, and I can put you in touch. They're super cool.
Awesome.
All right. Can everyone hear me okay?
There you go.
Yeah? Okay. So, you don't want to see me. This is the main room, which I don't know what we will transform it as, but it's cool and massive. So, okay, here's the main community kitchen.
Are you able to spotlight your view in the gallery?
I will try.
Oh, great. There it is.
1 sec.
I did it. I
Great.
did it, Audrey.
Thank you. Perfect. You will see a bunch of humans, by the way. As I said, there is going to be what I was saying earlier. Central space. It's not confirmed, but it will probably remain public. This is behind the main house. There's people building art. Wow. Very cool. So this would be where the opening ceremony will happen. I was wondering if this huge wall can be used for projections, documentaries, or artistic projections. We can really play around with that space. Can you all hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Sorry for the construction noises, but there's a hot tub there that is right in front of me. So this is what I meant. Also, Krista, I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, around shade, most of the land is like this, basically. So as I said, it's really more about having a nice carpet on the ground rather than a tent. Hot tub. And I specifically wanted to show you this space. This also, we can dream it up together, but the idea was to leave this open to everyone and to use it as a sort of meeting point / open networking point. There's water flowing everywhere on this land, and portals. And I will start walking away from the house, so if the connection gets bad, just tell me. There is the water will be provided through many sources, but this is a cold plunge. There's a never-ending spring with the freshest water I have ever drank. So this will be the main water supply. There's a whole campsite there. I won't go to the end now. And I will try and show you the main lake.
Come on, you already do.
Hello. I think I dropped halfway through.
I can hear
It
you
looks
now.
amazing. Very beautiful.
Yeah, it dropped now at some point. I hope you could see some of it.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, and so this is just obviously the main area surrounding this main house. But it's quite big, and so the main thing that is great for me is the shade. You can see everything is a forest, so it makes the camp building process quite easy and straightforward. It's really not Burning Man, you know, building a city in the desert site. And the community is really beautiful. There is a great culture already existing in the space. So yeah. Any questions?
Yes, thank you. Yeah, super excited.
Thank you so much. Yeah, nice to meet you finally, Keegan. And yeah, thanks all of you, Atman, Claudia, Krista. Krista, let's speak. Let's see how your call goes tomorrow, but I would love to introduce you to this great human. I'm really excited about a council camp. That would be great. Otman, you know what to do. The COVID
Yes,
video, and then
yes.
you get coordinator. And Claudia, yeah, give the budget a go. Definitely drop me a line on Telegram. I'm super happy to brainstorm with you and help you out if needed.
Yes, thank you.
Amazing. All right. Victor, did we forget anything?
Have fun asking the camp builders group for help. support other people if they have questions and you know the answers. The whole goal is that, I mean, we are all partners. We're co-creating this. And me and Audrey are the spark. All of us together are the fire. Can I get a thumbs up on that? Yes.
Yeah.
Otman, thumbs up. Anybody else thumbs up? Thank you.
It's funny, Victor. It's actually the metaphor that I used on my call with Grace earlier this week. Very interesting. Okay, I just want to do a quick round of checkouts to properly close the container. Just one word or two. What do you leave the room with? Otman, you're first on my screen.
Commitment.
Nice. Claudia.
Yeah, well, two words: curiosity to what's coming and collaboration, like contribute to others' projects as well.
Krista.
More clarity and inspiration.
Victor.
Let's do it.
Egan.
Love.
And excitement for me. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks to all of those who are watching as well, and we speak very soon. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.